Welcome back to The Explainer. So if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the constant 24/7 noise of daily life, and you're wondering how on earth to just quiet your mind, well, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're exploring something genuinely captivating, the remarkable energy of Tanzanite. If you're new to crystal healing, or honestly, even if you're just a little curious about how physical objects might influence our mental state, this incredibly rare and beautiful crystal offers such a fascinating pathway. We're going to uncover exactly how Tanzanite is used to calm an overactive mind and carve out a space for deep, spiritual awareness.
It's a profound question, right? How do you actually bridge the physical world with your own inner wisdom? I mean, so many of us struggle with just endless mental distractions. We're constantly getting pulled in a million directions by notifications, chores, everyday anxieties. Finding that quiet little pocket of space to connect with our intuition, it can literally feel impossible. But the source material we're looking at today suggests there's actually a spiritual antidote to this modern exhaustion. It's a way to anchor ourselves and tap into our own deeper understanding. Let's look at the foundation of what makes this specific crystal so highly regarded.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Meet the Stone of Magic.
So Tanzanite isn't just a stunning gem to look at. Historically and spiritually, it carries some pretty heavy titles. It's known as the Stone of Vision and Higher Communication, and also referred to as the Stone of Magic. Now, if you're just starting to dip your toes into crystal healing, these names point straight to its core purpose. Tanzanite has long been associated with spiritual awareness and intuition. It's highly valued because it's believed to help people communicate much deeper truths. And no, we're not talking about literal magic wands here. It's really about the magic of unlocking your own profound insights. So how exactly does it make this connection happen?
Section 2. Bridging Physical and Spiritual Worlds.
This brilliantly illustrates the exact mindset shift Tanzanite is said to provide. You know, the state most of us live in is that overactive mind. It's characterized by mental distractions, getting stuck in old habits, it's loud and it's cluttered in there. But Tanzanite's energy is believed to quiet all those distractions, helping transition you to that calm mind. It actually creates the necessary space for clarity, for reflection, and most importantly, it allows you to finally listen to your own inner guidance. It encourages us to look way beyond our everyday physical perception to find the inspiration that comes from within. And to really understand how this shift from chaos to clarity happens, we've got to look at the body's energy centers.
Section 3. Activating the higher chakras. Let's trace this journey.
The spiritual mechanics of Tanzanite are traditionally associated with a super powerful combination of three specific higher chakras. It starts right at the throat chakra, which is all about expressing yourself clearly. Then it moves up to the third eye chakra, which is basically your center of inner knowing and visions. And finally, we reach the crown chakra, which is responsible for bringing those really deep thoughts into conscious awareness. So the absolutely crucial point here is that Tanzanite represents an entire ascension journey. Think of it like this. It pulls wisdom from the crown, it translates it into inner knowing at the third eye, and then empowers you to vocalize it super clearly through the throat. It's a complete pathway from a profound thought to a clear expression. But, you know, clear communication isn't just an intellectual exercise. Let's shift our focus downwards slightly, moving from the head and the throat right into the chest.
Section 4. Transforming Heart and Mind.
This right here is absolutely vital. True communication requires compassion, honesty, and intention behind your words. See, Tanzanite doesn't just sharpen your thoughts. It carries this incredibly gentle, heart-opening energy. It serves as a sort of spiritual reminder that it really isn't just about the words we're speaking. If we actually want to connect on a much deeper level, we have to express ourselves from a place of true authenticity and awareness. The crystal kind of asks you to stop and evaluate the actual intention driving your voice.
Let's look at how this builds into real-world transformation. Because of this really unique connection between clear thinking and a compassionate heart, Tanzanite is deeply associated with profound personal change. Working with this stone invites you to step beyond old habits. It helps you shed those unhelpful thought patterns and behaviors that, quite frankly, just no longer serve your spiritual path. By quieting the background noise, it naturally encourages mindful actions. It literally prompts you to pause, take a breath, and deeply consider the impact of your choices before you make them. It's all about conscious, intentional living. So now that we understand the incredible theory behind this stone of magic, how do we actually put it to use in everyday life?
Section 5. Your guided meditation practice. If you are brand new to this, here is a very straightforward guide for your personal meditation practice. The process is wonderfully simple and very grounding. Step 1. Just find a comfortable, quiet place to sit holding your piece of Tanzanite.
Step 2. Thinking back to what we just learned about the higher chakras, place the stone near whichever center you feel really needs your focus today. That could be your throat, the center of your forehead for your third eye, or right at the top of your head at the crown. Step 3. Just breathe. Allow yourself to simply become aware of any rising thoughts, feelings, or insights. Don't try to force them. Just observe.
As you sit in that quiet space, the source material suggests asking yourself a few specific guiding questions. The first one is, what wisdom am I ready to receive? Just take a moment to genuinely ask yourself that.
Once you feel you have opened yourself up to receiving that wisdom, ask yourself the next question. What truth am I ready to express? Remember the throat chakra. Think about that focus on authentic communication we talked about. What is sitting inside of you right now that really needs to be spoken out loud?
And finally, we tie this all back to that gentle, heart-opening energy. Ask yourself, how can I communicate more clearly from the heart? How can I make sure that my words, when I finally do speak my truth, are laced with genuine compassion, absolute honesty, and good intention?
We're going to conclude this explainer with an incredibly powerful thought for you to reflect on. Greatest insights are not always found by searching outward. Sometimes they emerge when we become still enough to listen within. At the end of the day, Tanzanite is a tool. It's a beautiful physical reminder that you actually already possess incredible inner wisdom. So, as you head back into the noise of your daily life today, I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to finally sit still, tune out the distractions, and listen to the magic within?